Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today I'll explain you how the gold has moved in the last few months of 2022 and how it can move in the rest months of 2022. See, if you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen that the gold is currently trading at around $1773.63. Okay, and if you look at this particular trend, what we have seen, I have already explained you in my previous video that there is two pattern formings. Okay, and one pattern is this particular U pattern. Okay, and the second pattern you can say this particular pattern. Okay, and now if you look at this particular pattern, the thing is that it made a high at this particular level, this level and this level. Okay, after that what we have seen, a sharp fall. You have to understand few things, that gold is moving in a particular pattern. Okay, and this particular pattern we can see there is a sharp fall. Okay, and after that we have seen a range bound. After that we have seen it has moved upside after this range has break. Okay, and this is the high. Okay, and after this it has already made a second high. Okay, and now if you look at this particular pattern also, we have seen it made a particular high. From there we have seen a sharp fall, a range bound, and then from there again we have seen the same upside movement. Okay, after that we have seen it has come down. For any doubt you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. You can join a Telegram link also I have given in the description. Level sustain, we can see it can go further upside and can go further high. But suppose if this particular level didn't sustain, we can see it can go further down. For we look at for the rest of the months in 2022, what we can see that suppose if this particular level sustain, which is what we can see is already being made at around $1685. Keep this in mind, that this is the important point, that 1685 is support. Okay, and with that support is already being tested here, so probability is very high. If the price of gold come in this particular level, that means if you come close to this level, we can see it can fall further low, because this particular level is already being tested here, has already become a weak support. So probability will be very high, we can see it can go further down. Okay, now suppose if this particular level didn't sustain, a level of 1774, what we can see, suppose if this level didn't sustain, we can see it can come down to a level of $1742. Okay, and if you look at this particular chart, this is a month chart I am showing you. Suppose if this level didn't sustain, we can see it can come down to a level of 1754 first, and from there we can see it can come down again to a level of 1742. Okay, again I repeat, suppose if this particular level didn't sustain, we can see it can come down to a level of $1752, and from there we can see it can fall further low towards a level of $1742. Okay, and suppose the price didn't sustain that particular level also, then we can see it can fall further low and can touch a level of around $1719. Keep this in mind, that if the price fall below this level, we can see a level of 1742, and from there we can see a level of $1719. And if the price fall below that level, a probability is very high, we can see it can go further low towards a level of $1704. Okay, and from if that level also didn't sustain, then there is a high probability we can see it can go further down towards a level of 1685. Keep this in mind, that 1685, again I have already told you that this particular level is a weak resistance. Okay, and has been tested 2-3 times, so probabilities were high, we can see it can move further down. Keep a note of it, that if the price comes close to 1685, a probability is very high, we can see it can fall further low and can touch a level of around $1618. Okay, and suppose the price fall below $1618, then there is a probability of touching around $1567. And if that level goes downside, then there is a high probability of going further low towards a level of $1557, and from there we can see it can fall further low, because this is the range from quite some time, and it can move further down. Okay, so if the price fall below a level 1600, I'll make another video explaining you where it can move. Okay, see, now understand something, there the market is uncertain. Okay, so you cannot predict that it will go sharp upside or it will move sharp downside. So what it will if there is not big some news like war or pandemic situation will not come, we cannot see a sharp fall or sharp rise. Okay, how the market will move, it will go upside, hold for some time, then it will again go upside. In the same way it will hold for some time, then it will come down. The same way it will hold for some time, then it will come down. Okay, Now if you look at this particular level of gold, there is a pattern, similarity of pattern in this two zone. Okay, this is from 2012 to 2022, this particular pattern, and this is from 2020 to 2022. Okay, and look at this particular pattern. This is a zone, this is a U pattern, the same pattern is forming here, a downfall, there is a downfall. Okay, and after that what we have seen, an upside which made a cup pattern, a probability of moving further high. And if you have seen my previous video, I have already explained you that it can go further upside. Okay, and the same pattern can form if this particular level sustain, or if it goes above a level of 1826, we can see it can go further high, and a probability of making cup pattern is there which says it can go further upside. Suppose if this particular level sustain a level of $1774, what we can see, suppose if this level sustain, a probability is very high, we can see it can go further upside towards a level of $1795. Okay, from there we can see it can touch a level of $1812. Okay, and suppose if the price goes above that level, then there is a higher probability, because 1812 is a weak resistance. I've already explained you this. We can see it can go further upside towards a level of 1834, if which is a higher probability. If it comes close to this level, we can see it can go touch a level of 1834, and 1834 is again a weak resistance. So you have to keep this in mind. If the price sustain above a level of 1812, okay, you can say if the price sustain this particular level, okay, a level of around 1774, which is currently trading at a, okay, suppose if this level sustain, and then we can see it can go to a level of $1798. Okay, keep this in mind, $1798. If that level sustain, then we can see it can go to a level of 1812, and 1812 is a weak resistance, so probability is very high. We can see a level of 1834. This is again being tested twice, so probability is very high that we can see it can go further upside, and a probability of touching towards a level of 1851 is there. So if it sustain above 1851, then we can see a probability of making cup pattern will form, which says that if a cup pattern form, a probability of moving further upside for the price of gold is there. So if it sustain above a level of 1851, then we can see it can go to a level of $1876, and from there we can see it can go further upside towards a level of around $1907 if it sustain above a level of 1876. Okay, and this $1907 is again a weak resistance, so probability is very high. We can see it can go further upside towards a level of $1957. Keep this in mind. If the price goes above a level of 1842, I'll make another video explaining you where it can move, or you can check this video. I have explained you in the previous videos also that if the price goes above a level of 1856, it can go and touch a level of 1909, which is again resistance, which is already a weak resistance, so probability is very high. We can see it can go further upside towards a level of 1912. Okay, and if the price goes above that level, then there is a higher probability of moving further upside towards a level of 1932, and then we can see it can go further upside. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I have given the mail ID in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.